All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, happy Monday to you. Happy to have you always.
Happy to be with you, Rick. Good to be with you, everybody. Good morning to all who are listening.
Good morning.
Man, listen. There's some things that I think are amusing. There's some things that I think are insane. There's things that I think are concerning. But I had to laugh yesterday, Rick. You all know that in the last week we've heard reports of the CEO from Walmart talking about rolling back their DEI programs. Many of you saw it reported that Walmart gave, I want to say, over $83 million to the Donald Trump campaign, along with other corporations. And then we saw, did you see how Walmart decided to memorialize this position?
How?
By doing commercials with Busta Rhymes and a Love Jones commercial with Nia Long and Lorenz Tate. It's like it's insane. No, there is a commercial that was just released, a Love Jones Walmart commercial. I'm literally talking about soundtrack music, Lorenz Tate and Nia Long at Christmas with an ode to Love Jones. And then a Busta Rhymes themed, like, throwback, looking like a Busta Rhymes video in the aisles of Walmart. Like, you can't make this ish up. And
What's the point?
Well, here's the thing. It's like, when all is said and done, everybody will pimp our culture. And the question is, how do we respond to it? How do we spend our money? Who do we support? How do we move? And I'm not even talking about from an activist perspective. I'm literally just talking about from a financial perspective. Where do we spend our money? How do we spend our money? Who do we spend our money with, and why? When you've got folks that clearly don't have an interest in our community based on how they invest, based on how they move, based on their internal policies, based on how they intend to invest in the culture, but they will at the same time use the culture in order to get dollars. And so it's just like, I was more amused and I thought was funny than I was angry, because it's just like they keep doing the same thing over and over again. And we're the only ones that don't decide to do something different. And so I literally was on the floor laughing like, yo, this is absurd. So on to something more serious, and that is, you know, the Jay-Z allegations that have just come out, and I know that Gary reported on it. I'll be real honest. I was telling a friend last night, I almost feel like I don't have the right to start talking about who I think is innocent or guilty. I wasn't nowhere when nothing happened with nobody. And so I'm very careful to talk about where I think guilt or innocence lies, both from the accused as well as the alleged victim. But I do think that there was something that Jay-Z said in his letter that I thought just made a whole lot of sense to me, and that is, and I quote, "Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that was the case." And he was literally talking about, why would this be a civil lawsuit versus a criminal lawsuit if this was real? And so again, I'm saying this to the attorney, not to the victim or to Jay-Z as the alleged assailant. I'm saying, if this baby was 13 years old and was sexually assaulted by 2 grown men, why in the hell is this a civil lawsuit and not a criminal one?
Right.
I got a 25-year-old daughter, and if it was any Negro that raped her or assaulted her at 13, I would not be trying to get money from them. I would be trying to see them dead. And if that was the case, I would want to see them under the jail. I would want them to go into jail being known as a child rapist and get dealt with the way child rapists get dealt with. Not, how do I get a check? And so I'm struggling in this moment with even how the legal system moves as it relates to some of these cases, because New York in particular extended the statute of limitations on sexual assault so that cases like this in particular would not be able to not be criminally tried because of an amount of time. So whether you're in New York, where they extended it to 20 years, or whether you're in California, where it's even more interesting about how they've extended time. And I think if you were a minor, you have up until 40 years old to be able to bring a criminal case. Why would this not be a criminal case? And who in the hell is this attorney trying to just get money versus if this really happened, make sure that the victims don't just pay, but that they pay with their time and their lives. And so that frustrates me when I think about if a 13-year-old was really sexually assaulted, why is money enough?
Hold that thought, Jeff. You want me to bring you on the other side? I can.
No, I'm good, brother.
Okay. Y'all, thank you, Jeff, man. Love you, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out my man, Jeff Johnson. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.